Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be kind of a little bit of a different video. It's still plant related, kind of, but it also is gecko related. And I meant to do this a couple of weeks ago, but I ended up having a medical emergency, and I've just been kind of forced into bed rest and not been able to do a whole lot. So the day that I had planned to do like a unpacking video and everything too, but the day that these guys arrived, I actually ended up in the ER and being taken by ambulance to another hospital to get a bunch of testing done. They were worried about an aortic dissection happening. It's very common in my connective tissue disease, so I ended up, by the time I got home that night, it was just, I was exhausted and tired, and I just didn't feel like filming, so I've been enjoying these guys kind of behind the scenes. I've been posting them on Instagram and stuff, but I thought I would officially introduce them and kind of show you the enclosures I made. I am going to kick him out of the room before I let the geckos out, just because I don't want any accidents. But yeah, so there's a bit of controversy and debate on whether or not plastic tubs or versus like the terrariums or glass. And ultimately I decided to go with plastic, the tubs, and that's just because I could find the size that is adequate for them in the plastic tub size. It helps keep up the humidity. I had actually kind of DIY'd an enclosure before I was using these, and I had like a full screen front, and I just could not keep the humidity up high enough. I have really low humidity here, even next to a humidifier. Like as soon as the humidifier ran out of water, the humidity was dropping, and they weren't as active as I would have liked, and they were showing signs of dehydration, so I decided to do these guys up and put like the normal plastic tub covers on, and since I did that, they've been doing really, really well, so I'm happy with this setup in the background here. So I will grab the first gecko and give you guys a little look. So, and you're gonna have to excuse the lighting and stuff in here. I'm in like my office and it has really, really bad lighting. So they're not gonna show up in camera quite as well, but if you're interested in seeing more photos of them, definitely check out my Instagram. So she's a bit dirty. I just pulled her out of some substrate. But as you can see, she's a lily white, and she is very, very red in person, but it just doesn't pick up very well on camera. And she is, I know we're not supposed to have favorites, but she's definitely my favorite. She's just the most tame gecko out of the three that I got, at least so far. She just kind of like chills on my hand. I can do pretty much anything with her, and she just does not care. Oh, so, her enclosure, I'm going to show the enclosures at the end of this video just to make it kind of easier, or I might show them when I put her away, I'm not sure yet. But she's also happens to be the only gecko I have that will eat live insects. The other ones are just kind of petrified. She's totally gonna jump at me in a minute here, but that's fine. It keeps wanting to like focus on me and not her. So yeah, I think she's super, super cute. Super pretty. Oh! And as you can tell, they're still quite tiny. They're only about 10 grams. So, still very, very small. And that is basically it for her. So this is her enclosure. Like I said, she's super, super easy. And basically I'm going to do another video about how I set up the their tubs. but it is bioactive, so I have live plants in there. I have a substrate, which is a mixture of sphagnum moss, peat, and cocoa fiber, and then I have drainage at the bottom with leca, and then obviously there's some ferns in there, some pothos. I have a coconut hide over there, which she doesn't really seem to use a whole lot. She likes to hang out on top of it, but for the most part she just kind of doesn't really use the inside except to get some food. But yeah, I just sprayed down her enclosure so you can see that it's kind of moist right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys this girl first in her enclosures because she's tucked in here and it's super cute to look at. She's like all curled up in there. This is one I'm actually a little bit concerned about. She's a lot tinier than the other ones, despite she really should be around the same size. So I've been keeping a closer eye on her. Her eyelashes are kind of curled down, and she's just, when I first got her, she was super, she's a lily white as well, and she was just like my other lily white and super friendly and docile, I guess. But she's just kind of started freaking out a bit whenever I go to handle her. So she's definitely, she still has a lot of feist in her, but she just doesn't seem to like being handled for whatever reason all of a sudden. So I might take her out and show you, but I'll just give you a quick overview of hers. I want to get some more stuff to put into hers just to kind of keep it more dense up here. Her little coconut hide is over there. But yeah, basically I want to fix hers up a little bit. As you can see, the cork kind of fell off down here off of the styrofoam, so I want to fix up her enclosure, so I'll attempt to take her out quickly. So this is her. She is being relatively okay right now. So she's fired down. The last one you saw is fired up. She actually looks very similar to the previous one. She just happens to not be fired up right now. But she does fire up like that red color as well. But even not fired up, she's really pretty. I'm surprised she's not like freaking out about being handled right now because she looks like she's about to jump, but one of the things that I love about these guys is their eyes. It's so unbelievably gorgeous. So yeah, she's actually handling really, I had an incident the other day where I thought she was gonna end up underneath my desk and I wasn't sure I was gonna get her back. But yeah, so here she is. She's getting more active there now. She does not want to be handled. So before any geckos are harmed, I'm gonna put her back in just because I'm trying to keep her stress low right now to see how things progress with her. But there is a quick glimpse. Out on top of her hide. So she's fired up right now too, and she's super dark. You can't see her well from this angle. She's a bit more skittish as well, but she's actually come a long way since I first got her. So I am going to take her out so you can see her better because she's kind of hidden up there. But this is her enclosure at the moment. I also want to kind of make it more dense for her up here and give her more climbing opportunities. But for right now, she kind of just tends to stay up there, so ooh, I'm out of breath. But yeah, this is hers. So here is the last girl I have. Like I said, she's a bit more timid than the first lily white I showed you, but again, she has come a long way, and I definitely say that she's better than the second lily white I showed you that was fired down, but she still is a bit feisty when it comes to handling, but as you can see, she fires up super unbelievably dark, and ooh, she's hanging from my tripod right now. But yeah, she is absolutely stunning. I love how dark she fires up. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're not in the mood for this right now, huh? So yeah, I'll just kind of give you guys one last look here before I put her away. She is obviously not a fan of the camera, but as you can see, she's such a pretty dark black charcoal color, and I absolutely adore her. So I'm gonna put her away before she decides to get lost. So that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to quickly introduce them. I know it wasn't anything too exciting or crazy, and show you kind of like how I set up their enclosures. Again, I still need to do a bit more work on them. I want to kind of make them more dense. It's just that when I was first like I'm out of breath. When I first put them in, I wanted to be able to find them easily, to keep an eye on them and stuff when it came to you know, transitioning them to their enclosures after being in a tiny little container and shipped here. So I am gradually going to keep adding stuff so that it's just absolutely packed and they have like their own personal jungle in there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think I should name them. I'm having a hard time. The dark female I showed you at the very end, I'm thinking of naming her Hecate. But the lily whites, I go back and forth between names for them, so definitely leave a comment below and let me know what you think I should name each of them. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!